a couple of things. Number one, the fact that we are not out of the woods yet. And I think it's important for all of us to know that the statistics that are being shared are within context, or within a certain context, the context of sample size, and the context of other dynamics. But it's important that we continue to take very strict personal responsibility to help in this fight. And this applies really to all of us. Secondly, Dr. let me appreciate the emphasis on UHC in your briefing today. Kenyans may want to know that right now the UN General Assembly 2020 has commenced. And because of this pandemic, it will be a UN General Assembly like no other. This is a landmark year because the UN is celebrating 75 years since its founding. But because of this pandemic, it is going to be largely virtual. Our president himself, a respected voice, a respected presence within the UN family, will be addressing the UN world virtually with the support of all of us for the full duration of the General Assembly. And while this goes on, universal healthcare as a key component of the Sustainable Development Goals will be at the core of the conversation for UNGA 2020. And it is therefore truly significant for Kenya, for Africa, and for the global community that Kenya continues to place universal health care at the core of our health service and at the core of government policy. And of course, this is one of the big four agenda pillars that has the full support of the President himself as a champion of this agenda. And I want to assure you, Daktari, that at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in our conversations during this UN General Assembly 2020, and in our interactions with Kenya's partners across the length and breadth of the globe, we will continue to place the agenda of universal healthcare at the core of our interactions with the rest of the world. Now, today, I come here on behalf of the Minister of Foreign Affairs to present it to you a donation from good friends, brothers and sisters of the state of Qatar. We received this donation on the 14th day of August 2020, a month ago. And I personally, on behalf of the ministry, received this donation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs from the ambassador of the state of Qatar to Kenya. And as you have already enumerated, it is a consignment that includes a variety of equipment and supplies that will definitely go a long way in contributing to our war chest in this war against coronavirus. And you have correctly said we have 30 ICU beds, we have 3 ICU ventilators with humidifiers, we have 10 suction machines, we have 10 cardiac monitors of 5 parameter level, 6,000 N95 masks, 5,000 PPE overalls, 4,000 face shields, 200 5-liter alcohol sanitizers, and 200 infrared thermometers. This is equipment which we have no doubt will go a long way in increasing our capacity. And let me emphasize that a large percentage of this equipment and supplies were procured locally. Unlike other supplies, and previously yourself, Dr. and myself, received a large consignment from Slovakia the other day. We have received a consignment from India. We have received a consignment from China. And we have had a lot of our friends across the world coming to support. This particular consignment is special in the sense that it was largely procured locally. And this goes in line with the position taken by His Excellency the President to support local manufacturers and to aid in our larger agenda of manufacturing as a component of the Big Four agenda. And so, while I thank the state of Qatar for making this donation, I also further thank them for trusting the Kenyan producer, the Kenyan manufacturer, in procuring this equipment and these supplies locally. Dr. Let me also take this opportunity to thank our Qatari friends for extending support to Kenyan nationals living in Qatar at the height of this pandemic. And the government of Qatar was able, through the Qatar charity, to provide food donations to Kenyans in distress in Qatar. And up to 2,000 food packages were received by our embassy in Qatar and distributed to Kenyan nationals there. The state of Qatar further worked very closely with us to fly back to Kenya our distressed Kenyans who are stranded in various parts of Qatar. And so we stand here really to celebrate real, tangible friendship and ties that bind between the Republic of Kenya and the state of Qatar. We thank you, and we also extend this appreciation to all our other friends across the world that have continued to stand with us during these challenging times. Once again, Daktari, asante sana.
Thank you.
Na tuko tayari kuendelea kuwapatia full support.
Thank you. Thank you.
Na nisisitize pointi moja ya kwamba sisi huwa hatupokei tu.
Naam.
Tunapokea, lakini sisi pia mahali tunahitajika kusaidia. Kenya has also been ready to help.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.